On the national stage, the outcomes of today's general election could have big effects on both Democrats and Republicans, along with President Trump's agenda. NBC's Alice Barr explains how today's results could impact next year's midterms.
Today, the first major elections of President Trump's second term, offering a snapshot of how Americans are leaning and a chance to shift the political landscape. Governor's races in New Jersey and Virginia featuring two Democratic women with national security backgrounds who served together in the U.S. House, now pitching themselves as a Democratic revival.
Are you ready to send a message to the rest of the country and the world?
In Virginia, former Congresswoman Abigail Spanberger taking on Republican Lieutenant Governor Winsome Earle Sears for the state's top job, both focused on the economy.
Making sure that you keep as much of your own money in your pocket as possible.
While in New Jersey, Democratic Congresswoman Mikie Sherrill framing the razor-tight race against Republican Jack Ciattarelli.
People want change.
As a referendum on President Trump.
On every single occasion, Jack has decided, I'm going to defend Trump.
The president has stayed off the campaign trail while holding election eve tele-rallies for New Jersey and Virginia candidates and making a surprise endorsement of former New York Democratic Governor Andrew Cuomo, running as an independent against Democratic Socialist Zohran Mamdani, who's generated a lot of buzz in a high-stakes New York City mayor's race.
We need to make this a city that everyone can afford.
What experience do you have to be mayor?
While in California, a ballot measure seeks to redraw lines to add Democratic seats to Congress to counter President Trump's redistricting push in states like Texas. President Trump also threatened to cut off funding for New York City if Mamdani wins. And the president is, in many ways, the undercurrent to these elections, as the political world looks for clues to how much sway he and how voters feel about him may have on next year's all-important midterms. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.